Hey, this is Chris, and I am chucking dice. And thanks for watching my videos. Appreciate it. Today, I am going to try one more combination or style of the traveling lay. This time, I'm going to do the traveling lay, but I'm just going to go with the inside numbers, the 5, 6, 8, and 9. I'm still going to lay the 4 through the 10. I'm still going to do everything else pretty much the way I was normally doing it, but I'm going to try it just with the inside numbers, and I'm going to combine that with a full press on well, not a full, you wouldn't call it a full press, but I'm going to play it where I'm going to press up the 5, 6, 8, and 9 every time I hit. So on the first hit, I'll have to throw in 8. On the second hit, I'll have to throw in 1. But what I'm going to do is start with 44 inside as my initial risk, and I'm going to lay just enough to win 50. That means I'm going to lay $60 on the 6 and 8. I'm going to lay $75 on the 5 and 9, and I'm going to lay $100 on the 4 or the 10. And I'll show you how that goes as we play here. I am going to play partly as myself shooting and partly as random shooter, so that I can get. I like to see how a strategy goes when I'm playing, when I'm shooting myself, and when other random rollers are shooting. So that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a random shooter. So always going to wait for a point to be established. So I'm just going to chuck them. Whoops, and we'll get going from there. And we have a 4. So a 4 is the 0.31. Okay, so I'm going to start with 44 inside. Did I say I have a $300 bankroll? $300 bankroll. So what I'm going to do, I need to lay 100 against the 4, and I'll pay that VIG if I need to. Otherwise, I'm going to end up traveling the VIG, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm laying $100 against the 4, looking for inside hits. And we have a 9. That's a 5, 4, 9. All right, so what I'm going to do, the 9 pays 14, and I'm going to pay 15 for 1. But I need to throw in 8 and take everything up. So that ends up being, because I threw in 1, I need to throw in another 8. So now what I'm going to do is take up the inside numbers by 1. Yes, I'm putting myself at a little more risk for this next roll, but it's okay. That's the way it is. So I need to lay the 9, and on the 9 I lay 75 to win 50 because it pays 2 for 3. Let's put that back in my rack, and we are ready to go. And we got a 7. This is kind of the worst time. You don't want that second roll to be when you roll a 7. In this strategy, I just put out 8 more dollars. So I had 44. That means that I've got $52 at risk. I'm laying enough to win 50. And so and I need to pay the VIG on that. So it's going to be a slight loss for me, but that's okay. That's the way it goes sometimes. So what's going to happen, I'm going to lose all this, and I'm going to get paid 50 for laying the 9. Let's just do this. Pay it that way. 50. I do need to pay a $2 VIG. And now with that 50, I'm going to go back to 44 inside. But I need some change. And that's going to be working on the come out. Or no, I'm sorry, I just said that wrong. That's going to be off on the come out. So not working. And let's go one more random shooter. So we are off on the come out. Random shooter, so I'm not playing the pass line, just somebody else shooting the dice. And we have a Yo 11. That's not going to do anything, and we're not playing the come out, so just looking for a point, and the point's going to be 6. So 6 is our point. I'm going to keep the place there because I'm not playing the pass line, so that 6 is going to stay there, but I do need to lay the 6, and when I lay the 6, I need to lay 60, so there's 50, 55, 60, so $60 lay is going to pay $50 if it hits, but I don't want it to hit. Not quite ready for that yet. I'd like a long roll, but it did hit. Wow, I mean, it didn't hit. A 6 hit. I rolled back-to-back 6s. That's what I'm trying to say here, folks. Sorry about that. Sometimes the words are hard. Okay, so this is an example of what happens when you hit back-to-back. You don't want to do that, but 6 was hit, and that means we hit our point. Unfortunately, it was on the first roll when I've got just the minimum bet here, but I'll show you what this does. When I hit the point back-to-back, the lay is going to lose, so I'm going to lose this 60 here. This is going to pay 14. We'll just pay 15 for 1. And so I got back a little bit of that because it was a point or an inside number that was the point. The only saving grace of that. So I lost the 60, but everything stays up because it was not the bad number. So unfortunately, they hit it back to back. So now we're same shooter coming out, and we got a 9, 6, 3. 9 is the point, and we need to lay 75 on that 9 against the 9. So we're back up. Just start the whole thing over again with a new number. We don't want to hit back-to-back 9s. I don't want to hit a 7 either, but that's what happens. So 7 out. This is why I play this way. The likelihood of hitting back-to-back numbers, obviously, gambler's fallacy is certainly a real thing, but it's less likely, in theory, that you'll throw back-to-back numbers. There's so many numbers you can roll. The likelihood that you'll throw a back-to-back one is low, it feels. So that's where this strategy comes from. And in this case, the 7 came before the 9 was repeated. So I'm going to lose my 44 inside and just pull all this down to make it official. And the lay on the 9 is going to get paid $50. There's my $50 for the lay. And we are off and working again. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and replace that. And I need change. That's going to be off on the come out, but just get it ready to go. So now it's that was the third roll. So now I'm going to be the shooter. We'll see if this goes any better or worse or whatever. I just don't want to hit repeat numbers. That's really the point here. So, all right, dice are out. Oh, yeah, right. When I'm playing, I'm a shooter. I need a pass line. I don't need to say dice are out. Just get in the habit of doing that when I'm shooting. And we got a 10. 10 is the point. And that means I've got one more number covered than I would if it was just on the inside. But that being what it is, I'm going to still lay my strategies or use my strategy. So I'm laying the 10 for 100. And dice, no, I'm going to stop saying that. Dice are not out. They're just here. Here we go. Ooh, too hard. All right, that's a 6. 4, 2, 6 is going to pay 14. And you know what? I'm going to pay that the right way because I need some change anyway. So there's 14. And I'm going to throw in what I need to take everything up 1. So now I've got 66 inside, or 18 on each. Oops, I'll pocket that too. Now, the 6 was hit, so I'm going to place $60, or I'm going to lay $60 against that 6, avoiding the repeat, hopefully. Do not want to repeat the number. And we got an 8. So I like this strategy. I really like, and I've been practicing it quite a bit, and it seems to work out okay a lot of the time. That was a 5-3, and that 8's going to pay 21. I'm going to throw in one more dollar and take everything up one more unit. The thing I like practicing with random shooters and myself, because I feel like it proves to me that no matter whether I'm randomly rolling or I'm setting the dice, it's still really difficult to throw the same number back to back. It does happen, but it's difficult. So that was an 8. I need to move the lay to the 8. It's not easy to do even if you're setting dice. So it's still at some level seems like approximately the same risk, although anecdotally it feels like I do hit back-to-back inside numbers a little more when I'm setting the dice. Just like that, that's a hard 8. So I hit the 8 back-to-back. That means I'm going to lose the 60. Now here's the interesting thing, because I am up now to 4 units, that's going to win 30 for 2. So I essentially got back almost half of my my 60 that I lost, right? I lost 60, but I got 30 for 2. So I lost about $30, $32, I guess you'd say. All right, so now, because I hit it back to back and lost the 30, I'm not going to go up another unit. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to go up another unit at this point. So there's $60 laying the 8, and let's try to avoid the 8 3 times in a row. And we got a 10. All right, so 10 is the point. And that means we're going to win on the pass line. Okay, so puck is off, and I am going to, let's just say everything is off except the pass line. At this point, everything is off, all right? I'm going to just work on the pass line. I'm just going to work to come out on the pass line. That's what I'm trying to say. None of that's working. I know normally you'd have to pull a lay down, but I'm not going to do that. It's just going to sit there. But it is all off. And that's a yo. That's going to be a frontline winner. Pass line winner. Oops, there we go. I'll just pocket that. And that's 10, hard 10. We're back on the 10 as the point. Dice rolled. It was a 5-5. Okay, so on the 10, I need to lay 100. So I'm going to take the 50 here. We got 100 laid. Don't necessarily my dice set. So I'm using a 5-4-5-4 dice set. I know that it's still statistically improbable, but there's a hard 4, hard 10. These are hard ways sets, and when those are sitting there showing on the dice, it makes it feel really, a little bit more like it's going to roll. But anyway, that's a 4. So 4 doesn't pay me anything, but I'm going to move the lay over to the 4. Okay. And that's an 8. 5, 3, 8. So 8 is going to pay 30 for 2. Well, I don't have 2, so let's just do it the proper way. We'll pay 28. All right, so 8 requires a $60 lay. Again, I'm laying 60 to win 50. I've got 88 out there, but I started with, well, really, I put 44 plus 8 plus one more dollar. So I put 54, 50. I've got 50 something exposed out there, but I have won enough to offset that. So even though I've got 88 out there, I'm still just using I want to win 50 if the bad number comes. And that's a 5, 3, 2. Okay, so that's going to pay 30 for 2. Oops. And we'll move this. So the lay needs to go to the 5. And we're laying 75 to win 50. Okay, that's a 5. We did it again. Back to back. Dice rolled there. That was a 5. I don't remember what. I think it was a 4-1, but whatever. That was a 5. I'm going to lose 75. But this is going to get paid 30 for 2. There's 25, 30 for 2. So I paid 28. I lost 75. Not good, but because I've got the place bets here, when it hits on one of those inside numbers, which are more likely to hit, it doesn't end up hurting nearly as much. So there's 75. I'm going to lay that 5 and hope to avoid 3 in a row. Sometimes you're at a table where someone just all of a sudden starts slamming the same number over and over again. I think you'd want to be really careful about this strategy if you saw that happening. Although statistically, it sure feels like it's an improbability that it would happen very often. There's an 8, 4, 4, a hard 8. It's going to win 28. I don't have change, so I'm just paying it out proper. $28. And I need to put $60 on this lay against the 8. I kind of like this better than playing the 4 and the 10. I know you get extra numbers covered, but okay, we have a 4, 1, 5. The inside numbers are the more probable ones to hit anyway, so might as well press those up as quick as you can. That's going to be 30 for 2. All right. And 5. So we're going back to the 5 with 75. Again, we put 100, all to win 50. 100 on the 4 and the 10. 75 on the 5 and 9 pays 2 to 3. And 60 pays 50 on the 6 and 8. So that's what those values are if you're wondering. And a 7 out. All right, so this is why I keep placing the lay, because one of the strategies I've thought about is to just use that lay bet to cover my initial my initial plays on the 5, 6, 8, 9, and then once I've won enough times to go ahead and pull it down and just play it straight up. But right now I would have lost the entire 88, and at this point I'm not losing the entire 88. I'm getting $50 back. So this is all going to come down, and let's just do it like this. So this comes down and pays 50. There you go. And my place bet's going to come down too. Okay, so we are off. Put that back in my rack, and let's see. We're gonna go back to a random shooter one more time. Let's maybe do this one more time. So random shooter. I'm not playing the pass line. Looking for a point. Point's going to be 6. Okay. So I'm going to start with 44 inside. Okay, and I need to make change. Cap those 6 and 8. And we are laying that 6. I forgot to pay the VIG the last time. I'm going to throw in $2 for the VIG. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm going to keep the $2. I'm going to trade that for a nickel. I'm going to pay a nickel in VIG. I might have missed it another time too, so I'll just cover in. That probably is another $1 beyond what I needed to pay, but just to be safe, I'd rather pay a little too much than have someone tell me I didn't pay enough in VIG, but it is what it is. Okay, so $60 laying the 6. We are randomly rolling. And we got a 9. 6, 3, 9. All right, so that 9 is going to win. Whoops. Win 14. One more dollar out there. What I'm going to do is throw in 2 red chips, and then we'll take all this up 1 unit. So now we've got 18 each. And I need to travel this lay to the 9, but the 9 requires 75. There we go. All right, randomly shooting it here. And we got a 5. Good deal. We'll take it. That 5 is going to win 21. So I'm going to throw in $1. And we're going up to 88 on the inside. I need to lay 75 on the 5. And we got an 8. Good, 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 good. So far, so good. 8. Dice rolled there. 8 is going to pay 30. For 2, it pays 28. I'm giving them 2 and change to collect 30 for 2. And $60 laying that 8. And we got a 6 hard frontline winner. 6 hard. Pay the lines, take the don't. I don't have a line or a don't, so I'm just going to get paid 28. I don't have any white chips, so I have 1, but I'm going to pay 28 properly and move the lay to the 6. We are off on the come out now, but listen, at this point, here's what I'm going to do. Nope, not going to do it. I'm going to stick to my formula. Coming out, everything's off. Everything's off. I'm not on the pass line. And that's a 9. 9 is the point. Should have had it working, but I was just, at some point you start thinking, too many rolls, odds of a red. we'll leave it off. Okay, so I'm going to move back to the 9. The 9 is $75 lay. And here we go. All right, another hard 6. Hard 6. Okay. 6 is going to pay 30 for 2. Racking it. Oops. Okay, so now I'll switch that lay back to $60 lay. And we got a 5. 3, 2, 3, 2, 5. All right. That 5 is going to pay 30 for 2. Okay, now we need to take, whoa, there we go. Need to pay $75 for that lay on the 5. And we hit it. 5, 4, 1. Not good, not good, but it'll be all right. We're going to lose the 75 lay. We're going to get paid 30 for 2, or 28 in this case. And now we need to go back up again with another $75 lay. No back-to-back-to-backsies. And we got an 8. 5, 3. It's going to pay 30. 4, 2. And the 8 is going to be a $60 lay. There we go. And 3, ace deuce. This is not something I've encountered. I don't know that I've done this once in this video yet. Have I hit a horn number at all? I don't remember hitting a horn number because I've got a different strategy to go to when I hit a horn number. So ace deuce. I pull this lay down because I don't want to play it after not hitting it back to back. So at this point, I'm going to go with, let's see. So I'm gonna hop the reds. What I always do is hop the reds when, and I think I'm going to get some change. Let's see what this math is. Okay, so 10 and change. What I'm going to do is, chips are rolling everywhere. That's just bad. I'm going to hop the reds for 3 each. And pocket $1 and change. Just for one roll since I hit a horn. Anytime I hit a horn, I just go with hopping the reds. And that's going to be an 8. So that was a 4, 4, 8 hard. I lose the red hops. But since it was an inside number, I get paid 30 for 2 again. It's always nice to follow that up with an inside hit because now I didn't really lose anything hopping the red for one roll. So now we're back on 8 and $60 lay and 7. All right. 5, 2, 5, 2. So let's see here. We're just going to take all this down. Okay, I lost 88. That 60 is going to pay 50. I do have a $2 VIG, so I'm going to take $5 out of that. Take $2 for the VIG. Pay 3. And let's rack this up. All right, so I lost that. Now, I think we'll call it a day for this video. Appreciate you watching. Let's see where we are at. Started with $300. There's my 300 initially. 325. 350. 375. $400 and 3 whites. $403. So I'm up $100. I'd say that's pretty good. I feel like I wish I had kept track of how many times I hit the back-to-back. I never hit it 3 times, but I did lose that lay a couple of times, a few times. I want to say 3 or 4 times I lost the lay, which is going to happen. But the idea, in theory, is that lay is going to protect you enough that it's going to make it work. And so far, so good. This strategy continues to impress me. And, I was trying to think of a time that I've practiced it that, I think I've been down a little bit sometimes. But I was playing the 4 and 10 earlier in the strategy, and I don't really care for it that way. Yes, you're protected. You got more numbers that you can win on. But, and maybe what I should do is play the inside and then go ahead and press it out with my winnings. And maybe that would be a good idea. I might do that next time. We'll see. But I think I am actually going out tonight. Going to hit the casino tonight. And this may be my first time actually playing this exactly like this. So I may play this way. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to report it to you positively in the future. So thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a good one.